Hello, I'm Sheila Akoth. I have an SME. I keep rabbits and guinea pigs. Welcome to meet the HR.
Amazing, 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 guys. This is very, very awesome. Remember, as young people, we keep on saying, "Ata kama career haitajipa," make sure you're always doing something, okay? And with us here, we're here to walk through Sheila's journey to get to know how she started keeping guinea pigs and rabbits and what happened in between. Is it something that she signed up for or something that she developed passion as time went by? So stick around for this Meet the HR because it's going to be very, very unique. And we are all the way out here in Kisumu County. So that tells you that we are getting views from each and every person across the country. We're not just focusing on a particular region, but we are moving our skills higher and we are incorporating more people within the country and Meet the HR so that you can feel as if you're a part of this amazing, amazing show. So let's get started. When you were growing up, what did you want to be?
Actually, when I grew up, I dreamed of being a lawyer. I wanted to pursue law. Yeah.
Wow. And what inspired you to pursue law when you were younger? Is it because you had a role model or you just, unajua tulikuwa tunasikia majina fancy tuko like hiyo jina ndo nataka, unasikia neurosurgeon, you're like, yeah, that's what I want to do. What inspired you to do law?
Actually, I used to watch some programs and I was like, hey, one day I want to tetea some people, you know. I want to get there and see how people are suffering and work in for them as they go through the challenges in life. Yeah, so it motivated me in a way.
Wow, amazing. Let's then go through your school journey. You wanted to do law. Then what did you end up pursuing after your Form 4? After
my Form 4, my grades did not meet my expectations. So I went to a technical college and I pursued secretarial studies. Yeah, that was Kisumu Polytechnic. I did secretarial studies. And then after that, I was like waiting for job hunting, and it took a long time to get the job. So I said, instead of waiting, let me do something to keep me busy and get something small out of it. Yeah.
And you've mentioned about the course that you have mentioned about. Can you share with us what it involves?
The course?
Yes, the course.
Yeah, the course, the secretarial studies, it involves like working in an office. Yeah, it's about computer mostly. Yeah, you keep documents, printing and everything. Anything to do with the office, yeah.
Yeah, you do bookkeeping at the reception of companies, like guide people. Okay, so after completing, you went for job hunting and you didn't get any opportunities out there. So how did you transition into thinking about starting an SME?
Actually, immediately after my college, I looked for some job and I found a job in a school. Actually, it's just around here, Kibos Prison Primary. And they had me as their secretary for like a period of time. It was like a contract. So I worked as a secretary, and through interaction with the kids, I saw the CBC project, the way they were doing the agriculture thing. They were keeping rabbits, chicken, and guinea pigs, and I was motivated. So I was learning through the kids. They used to show me, this is how we do things, this is how we feed them, the way they were washing them and everything. So through there, after that interaction with the kids, I took some of the animals. I took just one rabbit and one guinea pig, and I bought the other one just for crossbreeding, and then that's how my journey started.
Wow, that's amazing. And when you talk about guinea pigs, we're going to be showing the viewers back at home what guinea pigs are a little later. But what inspired you to keep guinea pigs? Because it's not a very popular culture, especially here in the country, for people to keep guinea pigs. It's something that we probably watch in movies. I'm here in experiments that they use the guinea pig for an experiment. So with you, what inspired you to start keeping guinea pigs?
Actually, something that inspired me to keep the guinea pigs is when I was going there where the kids used to put the guinea pigs. There's a voice they used to keep, and I asked them, why do they do that? And they said, that's for security. When you have these animals and then somebody who's a stranger comes around where they are, there's a voice that they do. So it alerts you that somebody is there who is not the person they know. So when they're familiar with you, there's a voice they'll do. And if you're a stranger, actually they'll do a voice and you'll know somebody's there. So for security and just love, I just love them, the way they look like, you know, they're beautiful. So I said, oh, let me try.
Wow, amazing. And here you are keeping guinea pigs.
Yes.
Now, take us through, you have done this for how long now?
It's 2 years now.
2 years.
Yes.
Wow, that's a very long time.
Yeah.
And would you say, like, being a young person who really wanted to delve into the career, but the opportunities were not there, but you decided to take a different path, are things working out the way you expected them to, or how is the journey? How is the process so far?
So far, I might say say it's good. Yeah, though we might have challenges, but it's motivating, you know, keeping things like knowing that at this young age, even if I don't have kids, there are animals that depend on me. Like I have to work, I have to send myself out there and look for food for them. So it's something that motivates me, you know, when you're in the house and then you're just idle and you remember, oh, I've not done this and that. So I just have to come out and look for food for them, and it keeps me busy, you know. There's a way I have to commit myself to them. Yeah.
Amazing. You've talked about not staying idle, and you say an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yes.
So if you stay at home idle as a young person and you have a lot of energy that is not being put to good use, you'll end up doing the wrong things, okay?
Yeah.
So whatever it is that your hands can find to do, make sure you go out there and do it. That is what we keep on emphasizing and we keep on insisting right here at Meet the HR. Now, when you started out, did you require capital for you to invest it in starting this small SME?
Actually, I must say I was lucky when I was starting this thing, because at least there was a free house. This house, it was a free house. We used to rear chicken and there was an outbreak. So after the death, and we just remained with, the chicken only occupied 2 houses and I remained with 1. So when I was starting, I needed nothing to start it. Like it was just the animal and the house that I had.
Wow.
So it was me to look for food and keep them there. So I had no time to look for capital and anything. So I started it freestyle.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
And you just started with how many animals?
I only started with 2, 1 rabbit and 1 guinea pig.
Wow. And right now, what you can see from the houses that we have here, the number has increased over the past couple of years. And now, how long did it start? How long did it take for the money to start kicking in?
Okay. So because of the gestation period of the rabbits, it took me some, let me say, 2 to 3 months, because I had to look for another, you know, male. I had female, so I had to look for a male one for it to breed and start bringing the offsprings. So it took some few time for them to start. So after that, people were interested, they wanted to buy and everything. So after that, they used to come and buy. So from there, I knew I have market. So I have to put in more effort for it to multiply. So it took me like, let me say, approximately 5 months to start having the income kidogo kidogo.
And again, you should trust the process. Sometimes we expect things to happen like immediately, but sometimes these things take time. We need to be patient enough to trust the process and keep on pushing ourselves so that we can be better versions of ourselves by making sure that we don't stay idle as young people, okay?
Yes.
And when it comes to the course that you did, is there anywhere that you apply it in your day-to-day?
Yes. Or like, for example, in the law courts and schools and hospitals, like the reception, it applies there. So we've tried applying, and because of, you know, in our country right now, getting a job is tricky because you get most of the offices have advanced. Almost everyone uses the computer. So you can apply and wait. So instead of waiting, lazima tujitume kidogo.
Very true. And do you think that there's a way to probably fix the unemployment pandemic that is happening in the country that has affected so many people?
Actually, what I can tell people who are still waiting for employment, don't wait too long. You can do something in between here. You can engage yourself. In fact, I'm seeing many youths embracing this agriculture thing. Most of them are sending themselves to cultivate. Some of them are keeping animals. So there's a way we can curb that thing. There's a way we can always, we can find a solution, obviously, If you did something and you can't find a job, and you have something like this, actually you can just, it's just a matter of looking for other breeds and multiplication of them.
Amazing. I'm loving this conversation because from what I can pick, you are very motivated, and the fact that you're very passionate, despite the fact that there's this shortcoming that is affecting so many people of lack of employment. As a young person, you have not let it hold you back. Like you have worked past it, and right now there's something that you're doing, something constructive, so that you can keep your hands busy. This is a call for you back at home, okay? As a young person, as a career person, probably job haijajipa, don't give up on yourself, okay? You keep on pushing, try to find something that your hands can do, and then just dive right into it. So apart from this small SME that you have started, is there anything else that you do alongside?
Actually, back in high school, I remember I was doing art, and I had this passion of painting and drawing and everything. So apart from that, I always do the landscape painting. So you can get market. Once I draw and paint and I post them on my social media, like for example in my WhatsApp, people can see through my statuses, they can see and order. They say, oh, I want something like that. So it can at least generate something for me. Yeah, so painting can also help. Yeah.
So there's skill on this other side, and then on this other side there is the entrepreneurship aspect of it. And while you were starting out, what did people say around you, your parents, your friends? What did they think of you keeping rabbits and guinea pigs?
Actually, I live with my dad, and when I brought in the rabbit and the guinea pig, I went and said, "Oh, Dad, I've brought in this one," and he was like, "Will you manage? Vile nakujua utaweza?" And I was like, "Watch me, I can do it."
Wow.
So he used to see me go look for food. You know, I depend on these mama mbogas, and sometimes I go ahead kwa scheme ya jela to look for the sweet potato vines and skuma wiki things. So he used to see the commitment and dedication that I had towards this, and he was like, "Yeah, you can do it."
Wow.
Yeah, so people used to say, like, some people used to pass here and say, "Hey, msichana, can you do this?" They were like, "Msichana mrembo kama wewe, msichana utawezana." And I was like, "Yeah, anything, like whatever you can do, I can also do." Hakuna kitu itani stop. So some people used to motivate me, some people used to say like I can't. But I used to prove them wrong by sending myself and dedication towards the love for animals that I had. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So this is a call even for the young people. Unafaa kujituma. Okay, don't sit still in the same place, expecting things to work out for you while you're doing nothing to help yourself. Okay, so get out there. Whatever it is that your hands can find to do. For her, she's using skill as well as this SME that she thought about and started and pushed through. And everything that you do requires commitment. It requires hard work, because now this is what put food on her table, and also this is what she depends on a day-to-day basis. Now, when you started this SME of keeping guinea pigs and rabbits, did you require to take any short courses maybe, or like any entrepreneurship knowledge, so that you can be able to balance books, to know when you're making profit, to know what to feed them? How was it?
No, actually I did not require any course. It was just a matter of consultation. So for me, as I said earlier, I used the knowledge from the kids. You know, during this CBC, they learn many things that we don't expect. Like they do agriculture. So some things I used to consult with them. They're teachers of agriculture. So I required no course. Actually, I just went to them and asked, how do I feed them? When they're sick, what should I do? When they have this and that symptoms, what measure should I take for them to get back to their normal structure? So actually I used knowledge from people. I did not do any course or agriculture. I don't know anything about agriculture, like the topic agriculture, the subject agriculture. It's just a matter of skills, understanding and consultation. And
I think the people who came before us, the ones who didn't know of school, learned through apprenticeship.
Exactly.
The people who have done it before, they teach you what they know, and then from there you pick it and continue with the craft. So learning through apprenticeship is still a thing in today's world, and as you can see, whatever is happening here is through apprenticeship, and it's actually good work. It's amazing work, and we're really, really proud of you. For the young people who are watching this, I know we are definitely proud of Sheila and what she's doing, because she's helping us push ourselves. Now, if doors open for you and the career doors open and you find a job, is this something that you still want to continue doing, or will you take a different path?
Actually, when I started this thing, I didn't know I'd love it this much. So my dream is, once I get a job, something that can give me money, more money than the one that I have right now, what I'll do is I'll expand it and look for larger markets. I want it to be something great and big in future, like a ranch, something like it's big. That's what I aspire. Yes.
And that is beautiful, because you've already started working on that dream. I remember we said before that God can't bless you unless you have something on your hands. So with you already have something that you're working on. So your blessing is coming. Amazing. So what are some of the challenges that you have faced while working on this SME?
Actually, the challenges, especially during this cold weather, it's very hard for me to find the dry grasses, because these animals, it's good for them, like their habitat should have dry grasses for them to live on, because when they live like a flat, the way they are right now, you find like when they urinate, you know, their urine is very strong. So when they urinate and it sticks there for some time, and they waste products and they sleep on them at the same time, they might get some infections. So that is one of the challenges. And another challenge is, when, for example, they are sick, maybe that time you don't have money and they are sick, you know, the fear of spreading, they might spread and you have nothing in you. You know, that is like, the challenges are not many, but the ones that I have is just the weather, the dry grass, and challenges sio mingi. Yeah.
But you're navigating through them.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. And when it comes to, you've talked about selling the rabbits and the guinea pigs. Let's track back kidogo hapo kwa guinea pigs. We have heard of guinea pigs being kept as pets and being used for experiments. So in your case, when dealing with guinea pigs, do you sell them as meat? Do people eat guinea pigs?
Yeah, some people eat guinea pigs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, as meat. So you slaughter and sell, or how does it work?
So when I sell the guinea pigs, it depends with the customer. When you come, whatever you're going to do with the guinea pig, actually I might say it's not that deep into my business. So some people come and I ask them, oh, you're going to keep them? Yeah, some people take them for the way I'm keeping them. They keep them for security, and some people take them for meat. Yeah, you've had these things, the big rats people eat. The same way they eat them is the same way some people can eat the guinea pigs.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to the selling of the rabbits, how do you determine the pricing so that you make sure that you're not going at a loss? Because again, you put in a lot of effort to go find food for them, to make sure that they're living in a very nice habitat. How do you determine that?
So the selling of rabbits, it depends with the size. So the small rabbits, the ones that immediately after lactation, I sell them at like 300 shillings, and then the youth, zenye zimeanza kumachua kidogo, I sell them at approximately 700, and then the mature one, big one like this one, I can sell them at 1,000 or 1,500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all dependent on the
size.
The size.
The size, yeah.
Okay, so from the smallest
to the largest.
To
yeah.
Oh, okay, amazing. And do you require bookkeeping to track your records, or do you just do it the Kenyeji way?
I do it the Kenyeji way.
And it's still allowed. And in future, maybe, would you like to take some maybe entrepreneurship courses to help you, like, because you're talking about a ranch. A ranch requires a lot of management skills so that you can be able to make sure everything is running smoothly. So in future, do you have prospects of maybe learning a thing or two about SMEs and how to run a big business? How is it for you?
Actually, in life we always say we will cross the bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
I might not know what the future holds for me, but I'd like to do it because I dream of having a big space with them, having a big habitat and multiplication of the animals. So obviously, I'll have to take the course for me to understand better and do it better. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And for what would you tell the youth and the young people out there who are trying to figure out the path to take because maybe their careers have failed? What would you tell them?
What I can tell the young people out there is there's always a solution. Don't depend too much on the government. You might wait for too long. Find something. Even if it's a small space, you can just cultivate the land. And I've seen people taking a very small space like this and they plant nyanya and vitungus and they sell. And from there they get capital of doing something bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why you get some people, when you ask them as big business people, you ask them, how did you start? They'll say, oh, I started the small scale business of nyanya and look at where I am right now. So you can start like this as you wait for employment, and you will end up not even getting employed because this one will get bigger and you'll fall in love with it till the end.
But again, it requires a lot of commitment to fall in love with it. Okay. And do you feel like the current state of unemployment, as a person who is facing it right now, do you feel that the education system has a part to play in the unemployment, the levels of unemployment in the country?
Actually, the education system, I think the education system is good. I cannot blame it too much on the unemployment that is going on right now. So the education system, actually people should learn from it because I can see the CBC. People should learn a lot. Like they should not be complaining all the time at education. Education system in inaendelea size the CBC. Our children are learning a lot from it. Unapata like a small kid, like for example, these children in grade 2, they know things. Like for example, I have a neighbor here, a small kid. He's in grade 4, but he plants things.
Wow.
Yeah, he comes home with these seeds and say, this is pai and nini. So it starts with the way we are doing it at home. So we cannot blame the education system because our kids are learning from it and they're growing. Yeah.
So we should find a solution instead of trying to blame it on different people.
Yes,
exactly. We're finding something to point a finger towards. So amazing, guys. Remember, we're here with Sheila Akoth, who has kept some rabbits and guinea pigs as well. And she's walking us through how, even though the career path that she wanted to take didn't work out, she still found something to do. And even she's still hopeful that doors will open up, maybe later in future. But for now, she's not sitting still. She's finding something to do now. Sheila, what happens on those days whereby you feel like umechoka, you don't want to keep doing this? What keeps you going? What keeps you pushing?
Actually, I have a small sister, a younger sister. She's at the University of Nairobi.
Wow.
Whenever I'm low on anything, I call her. So sometimes when, you know, these animals, what makes them die mostly, you find the inbreeding thing. Yeah, inbreeding. So when they die, I always call her and I'm tired, I've given up, it's enough, I can't do it. And then she said, vile ulianza, ulijua utafika hapo? No. Amka. Proceed. So it's my sister always. She keeps me like motivated all the time, and I said, yeah, I have to do it. Yeah, so it's my sister and the faith that I have. Yeah.
So would you say that it's important for you to be mentally okay, even as a youth? So it's important for you to like reach out to someone, talk to someone about whatever venture it is that you're into, so that you can keep pushing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's always important to talk. You know, problem shared is half solved.
Yeah,
so when you find that someone who you trust and you can share your problems with, and they give you a solution that can change you, it's always good. Instead of sitting there and saying like, oh, I can't do this. That's why you find most people are suicidal. Yeah, so it's always good to reach out to people and share your problem.
Yeah.
That's where you get the solution actually. Yeah.
Amazing. So what other skills do you have apart from drawing? What other skills have you amassed aside from also the SME, like keeping the rabbits and the guinea pigs? What other skills do you have with this?
Actually, apart from drawing, I sing. Like I love singing. Wow. It's my talent that I've not put to use.
You need to put it to use right now.
And then apart from that, there's mimicry, like talking exactly the way people talk. I always, yeah, I love to do that. I used to do it back in high school, and I have the certificate.
Wow, you should do it. You know, right now we're in this information age whereby social media is a very powerful tool. People are really using it and are doing great things out there. So I would encourage you to, with singing and the mimicry, you should put some good use to it. Probably the next time we'll be coming here, we'll be looking at you in a different light, maybe as a social media influencer or a brand ambassador. Yeah. There's so much that can be put into action with that. Can you sing for us?
Actually, I would love to, but...
you have a cold.
Yeah.
It's okay, we understand. Now, from your journey, from the way you started your career, you had a pinch of what it involves, and then you moved to this SME. Throughout your journey, what lessons have you picked that you will maybe like to share with the youth out there who are probably trying to figure out a way to get into their career path and are still struggling to find a way?
Actually, what I've learned from this, number one, perseverance.
Yeah.
You might wait for long. Like, for example, when the first time that I had this rabbit before it gave birth, I was like, ita leta lini. I have to see the offsprings. Yeah. You know, so you have to wait. There's this thing of inakufundisha kungoja, patience.
Yeah.
And there's something called patience. And another thing that I've learned from this is hard work and kujituma. Yeah. Actually, before, I was very lazy. I was not that person mwenye ninge imagine that I could go to the shamba and do something. But right now, I can carry this sack and go to the scheme, look for sweet potato vines and carry it on my neck and come with it and put it here. So it has taught me a lot of things, to be strong always and have that faith that you can do it. Yeah.
Despite, no matter how tough things might look, you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are coming to the end of the show, unfortunately, guys. But I hope you have picked the most important pointers in this particular show and you have learned a thing or two that you're going to implement. If you feel like maybe your career is taking too long to kickstart, this is the episode for you, and I hope you have learned something that is going to help you. Now, Sheila, what will be your parting shot as we close up, and what would you tell people out there?
I'll always say the same thing. You can do it. Jitume. Yeah. It's always possible. It's a matter of faith and dedication. Yeah, don't wait for anyone to hold you. You're alone. Sometimes I may say you're alone. Amka jitume so that somebody can pick you from there. You might find support on the way. But stand up for yourself, do something. It will always keep you pushed. Yeah.
So stand up and do something.
Yeah.
Don't just sit still. Nothing will happen if you sit still.
Yeah.
Even faith without action in itself is dead. So you need to make sure you're doing something. Blessing. So that is it today at Meet the HR. I hope this was a very, very informative show for you guys. And if you're back at home and maybe you feel your career path isn't working out for you, I hope you have been encouraged. And I hope you will now start that SME. And maybe, who knows, we'll be coming right to you to do a Meet the HR show with you so that we can learn about at what it is, what SME you have started. And we're here for you to support you throughout, because as young people, we need to support each other, we need to grow together, but you can't grow well seated, okay? Don't stay still, stand up, do something that you can with whatever that you have, and then keep pushing, and things will work out for the best. Now, my name is Sheila, and remember, here at With the HR, we always say that there's no luck in career, but it's when opportunity meets preparation. So go out there, prepare yourself for that career, and I will see you in the job market. And if not in the job market, I will see you starting an SME, and you will do good. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye bye.